I hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas. I know I did. I got this nice new shirt. I got a lot of nice new shirts. I got some really cool filmmaking books. A couple on Steven Spielberg, some behind the scenes, this really cool filmmaking guidebook from my girlfriend's family. Really excited to dive into a lot of this stuff. I got this awesome piece of, I guess you could call it tech, from my girlfriend. It holds my SSD, and so I can plug it directly into my computer, and it doesn't have to hang and get damaged. This is actually great because I think I've damaged this one by doing that, so shout out my girlfriend. Today I'm kind of working on, and this is the day in the life. This is the real raw day in the life. That's what you're getting. This is kind of a more boring day, but a lot of time I think filmmaking is like a fourth of it is really cool, and then the other 3/4 is boring, and that's okay. But I don't think a lot of people show that. And what I'm doing today is I've been showing Zila, which is my sci-fi short film, and I think probably the best short film I've ever made, is in post-production. It is about 90% done, and I've been showing it to test audiences, trying to see like what makes sense, what doesn't make sense, and then to see what I need to fill in or what I potentially need to reshoot. So tomorrow, it's currently Friday, January 3rd. This will come out tomorrow. So you'll be seeing, when you're seeing this, I'm currently doing this, is what I'm saying. I'm going to be at working with Brady West, who plays Alex, the main character, and then Sam Bradway, who produces it, and we're going, his house is the closest, because we all live in kind of the same area. I'm going to go to his house, and then we're going to film reshoots to make the story make a little bit more sense, some of these close-up shots, because the movie really works with, now, if you don't want any spoilers, obviously, this isn't really a big spoiler, but it deals with tattoos. There's tattoos on Brady's arm, and we shot it, but because of something either slipped through the cracks, my fault. Obviously, as director, you take full responsibility, and it is. I know I had a monitor the whole time to see what we were getting, and I didn't say, let's get some close-ups, and I should have. And I want some close-ups of the tattoos, because having close-ups on the tattoos makes it click more with the story. And then there's one other piece of the story that kind of spoon feeds you a little bit as a viewer. So, but I want to have the footage, and it's not too horrible to film, but I want to have the footage. So when I do these test audiences, I showed it to my girlfriend, showed it to my cousin, showed it to one of my friends, showed it, obviously my dad wrote it. I'm going to show it to some of my film maker pals, filmmaker boys. Sorry, just answering texts. We have family in town from California, so they're hanging out with us. So I'm fitting this stuff in. I've technically taken like 2 weeks off. I didn't stop working ever, but I've been doing a lot of things, and I've been resting, kind of resetting, being with a lot of family, been with my girlfriend's family. It's been really good. Been with friends. It's good to do that stuff. And remembering that you don't need to go all 52 weeks in the year. Yes, you still, I think it's important. I just love, like, I can take a break, but I want to be making a vlog. I want to be editing the movie. I finished up the sound design. That was the last piece of the puzzle. Oh my gosh, there's so much sound design. Actually, you know what? You guys are special. I'm going to pull it up for you because you guys are so special. Ooh, I disconnected that. Okay, well, just imagine there's like 1,000 sounds everywhere. Can you guys imagine that for me? I'm also looking at getting a new tripod. So if you know any good, cheap tripods, I'm going to ask some of my other DPs too, or I'm just going to save up and buy an industry standard one, but I'm trying to save money because I think that's important. I think saving money is important. Yeah, so I'm going to get to work on storyboarding. But yeah, this is just like this is a little chill vlog. I have a lot of little ideas I've been developing. Nothing is like, I don't know what my next project's going to be. If it's a short film, there's this movie, Hundreds of Beavers, that absolutely looks fantastic. It's black and white, silent film, slapstick. The director, Mike Cheswick, is from Wisconsin, so Midwest filmmaker, shout out. So I literally storyboarded 2 things there. That took like a minute. I already had those ideas in my head. That was more just for show because I have to be artsy and cool in a vlogger like that. I can't figure this out. But I can't tell you guys for help because I can't ruin the first time experience. I want to give you guys an inside look and show you the process and give you things you wouldn't find anywhere else on this vlog. Like anywhere else about me, my career, and Sukavision, and my projects. Because I want this to be like I'm showing you guys the inside look. It deals with this projector sequence when Alex is looking at his family and asking the question of, do I want to give more responsibility to this scene, more importance on this scene, or do I want people to come up with their own truth? Okay, the brain's working here. The LR talking to himself is working here, which is kind of creepy thing that I do, but also so edgy and cool, I guess. I think I got it. This is going to be great. Something that I think Tarantino talks about, which I feel like I talk about him a lot, but I love him as a filmmaker. I think he's awesome, especially what he did in the indie scene early on, and I guess maybe you couldn't even say indie scene, but talking about allowing the viewer to form their own truth, giving pieces of a puzzle there and saying, this is a cool story. Maybe saying, okay, by revealing this question, I'm closing the doors for people to be thinking about this movie after it's done. Kurosawa has an awesome quote. I actually think I have basically the quote that I was trying to say or figure out is, you want your viewers to form their own truth. And this is a strategy I use when I'm directing with actors too, is by giving every single thing, like you're gonna feel that. Obviously you want to manipulate emotions, but you don't, I feel like, want to fully say this is blank, this is so and so, this is blah blah blah. Wow, this isn't making sense. Okay, let me start over here. In Inglourious Basterds, Quentin Tarantino talks about giving Brad Pitt's character a big rope like cut on his neck. He doesn't ever talk about it. But if Tarantino were to talk about it, then the viewers are not forming their own truth about what's happening in this film or the characters. And I think the story works enough at the basic level of this guy that has lost his memory. And that's basically the fastest, shortest way to sum up Zila. And by giving them every little piece of the puzzle, yes, does it make it a little more interesting, but it takes away, because I think some people will gravitate towards this being the answer. I think it also gives some rewatchability. I think it's like show don't tell, right? I'm not going to say this is that. I'm going to say, look, here's the pieces of the puzzle. Can you find them? And the people that do find this in this film, the people that watch Zila and that put all these pieces of the puzzle, and I'm being very vague how I'm talking because I want you, when this movie comes out, to actually watch the movie and put the pieces to your puzzle. I want you guys to get out a full puzzle set of this movie, and I want you to put all the pieces in. Okay, I feel good. It's kind of like a therapeutic brainstorming, just talking to you guys. So thank you. I will see you 4 days from now, I guess, because I post every 4 days. But this has been a little brainstorm planning the boring life of being a film director. So take it easy, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell and leave a nice comment. Thanks, kid.